Hey guys, welcome back to another Tool Haul Tuesday. Late again this week. It's just been absolutely crazy busy, swamped. It's a good problem to have. So I came in early this morning so I could film this before my day gets rolling. Not a whole lot this week, so we'll just start over here. My shop dog ate my spill-free funnel. So we ordered another one, just a cheap one off Amazon. This isn't something you gotta spend a whole lot of money on. I got a cheap one last time, and I used it for years and years, no issues. So I got one that was similar enough to make sure I was able to use all my adapters and accessories from my old kit, in case I gotta do something really funky, and they all still fit. So that's nice. One nice thing about this one too is it's a rubber lid instead of a hard plastic one. My last one was a hard plastic one, and so the lid never really seemed to seal well and would fall off, and all my bits would spill everywhere out in the service truck. So hopefully this stays closed a little nicer. Just got this, not really a tool, just a big kit of 3/8 barb fittings and hose clamps, stuff like that. Then not really a tool I bought, but just wanted to warranted, so I just wanted to give a shout out to Sunex for that. It's my half-inch drive, half-inch 12-point driveline socket for doing U-joints and stuff on big trucks. You can hear the U-joint is the universal's not really universaling right now, whereas the new one, nice and smooth. Yeah, just sent them a picture, and they emailed back just saying one was on the way. I got mine off of a tool truck, and that rep retired, got a new rep. The new rep said, well, you didn't buy it from me. So, and I mean, that's the thing. If you could buy Sunex anywhere and just email Sunex directly to get warranty, why not just buy it? So for things like Sunex, buy from the cheapest place you can find, because you're doing a warranty directly from them anyways. But yeah, they didn't ask for proof of purchase, nothing, not even a video of it being bad. I literally just sent them a picture like this. For all they know, it could have been fine. But yeah, so good on Sunex for that one. I was really happy. And it's the first time I've warranted something from Sunex. So at least now I know that all the other tools I bought were a good, okay investment. Because when it comes to a lot of the, especially things like universal impacts that you're going to be warranting all the time, lifetime warranty is a huge selling point, especially for someone that does it all the time. And over here, last week, if you subscribe, follow the channel, I picked up this Snap-on gasket scraper. They're the same cost to buy them individually as a set, so I figured I'd buy just the one that I'd use the most, and then I'm gonna figure I'd try out some cheaper ones before going and buying the rest of the Snap-on set, just to see if it's even worth it. So I picked up this Husky set. It was like 20 bucks. So it's like $5 a scraper, so they're less than a tenth of the cost of the Snap-on scrapers. You get looks like about a half-inch, quarter-inch, 1-inch long, and a 1-inch short. So yeah, so excited to try these out. I did do a couple rear diffs, stuff like that this week, so I did have a chance to use the Snap-on scraper, and it worked pretty good. I liked it more than using a razor blade. Just felt, a little more sturdy, and I could go a little quicker with it. So that was nice. Then the rest of what I got was just some Craftsman V-series stuff. I did also order the longer 3/8 flex head ratchets, along with this kit. I did an online order because they didn't have any in stock local to me. I got the notification that this set shipped, and that payment came out, and the payment seemed less than what I thought it was going to be for the order. So I went and checked, and they only sent this, and then they took down the listings for the 3/8 ratchets off their website. So I slept on that one, and there goes my chance to get it. And like they were on there for like 13 bucks Canadian a piece for the longer 3/8 flex heads. Like that's a good that's a good deal for a China ratchet, you know? Not, you know, the V-series ratchets aren't anything to write home about, but it's still neat, right? But yeah, I slept on that one. So, and I mean, after you miss out on paying $13 for something, you don't really want to go online and spend $120 full list for it. So I think that's just a missed opportunity, I guess. But anyways, I got this 3/8 set. It comes with 1/4 inch to 15/16. Yeah, to 15/16, no skips. The longer locking 3/8 extension, and the shorter one, a universal and a ratchet, which they're not the greatest. Everybody knows that. Once you break them in a little bit, they're not bad. The grip on them, though, I really like the grip, but the heads are really bulky and thick. So it's one of those things where it's a comfy ratchet to hold, and I don't mind using them, but definitely not a go-to by any means. But yeah, not a bad kit. I like the sockets a lot. The V-series sockets, big fan of them. I have I got the metric set a while ago, and they just had a drop of the SAE sets of Princess Auto now, so I went and ordered this guy. So the metric set goes up to 22, no skips. But yeah, so I got this 3/8 kit. I like how they use the extension as the handle. Then the other thing I got was the 1/2 inch deep sockets on the magnetic rail. I got both the 3/8 sets, and then they just dropped the 1/2 inch sets a bit ago as well. And I mean, they're for, I think it's 40 bucks is what they go for. I'm sure there's going to be some sales here coming up, but it's one of those things where at that price, it's already a good enough price to be worth just buying as is and not missing out on it. I wish I had done that with that ratchet, but like this set here was on sale for $50. Online, they're like well over 100 for this set. It's like the Craftsman V-series prices were way out to lunch, and then now that they're at like Princess Auto, stuff like that, it just goes to show how much they were marking it up, because it's like they're still, like, Princess Auto's still making money on it, right? So if they're willing to sell them at less than $40 a set to Princess Auto, why were they trying to charge us $140 or $130 for this set? You know, it just doesn't make sense. It's going from 12 to 24, no skips. Nice magnetic socket rails. I will say though, you got to be kind of careful with the pegs. I have broken a couple on my 3/8 sets, which is kind of a bummer. I wonder, you know what? I bet you Princess Auto would warranty that. And then the SAE set is going from 3/8 up to 1 1/8. No skips. And again, the nice magnetic tray. See, and that's what I like about these. I like this nice aluminum magnetic socket tray. It looks really nice. Like I said, I've been using a 3/8 set, 8 ton, and figured I'd just get the 1/2 inch just for, you know, like larger sizes, like the 20, 24, the 21, 22, you know, 7/8, some of the more common sizes for when you're working on front end stuff. Will be nice. But yeah, that's everything I got this week. Thanks for watching. Again, I'm a day late. Normally I do them on Tuesdays. So subscribe and follow along if you want to watch those. But yesterday was a shit show. One of the things This is completely my fault, and I was stupid for doing it. But this came in, and I was excited to use it. So I was changing spark plugs on the Hemi, and getting past the brake booster on the driver's side. I dropped a spark plug socket in there, grabbed this expansion, slipped it in, stuck it on, unthreaded the spark plug, and it's like, oh, I don't have the room to get out because now I'm locked onto that socket. And this locking collar was in this, like the coil tube that goes down to the spark plug. And so I couldn't reach the locking collar to unlock it, and I'd pull out and it would sit just about flush with the hole. So that was a big giant pain in the butt to get out, and there was barely enough room to sneak around to get a pick, but the corners around it, and yeah, that was a stressful moment. I'm like, great, I just got this tool, and I'm just gonna have to just cut it off to get it out of there. So note to self, don't stick the locking extension into a socket somewhere. Put the socket on beforehand, and if it doesn't fit in with the socket, you're not going to get it out with the socket, so then don't bother with the locking extension. Will be my piece of advice to you. Learn from my mistakes instead of making your own. But yeah, so that's what I got this week. Thanks for watching, and leave a like and comment. I appreciate it. Okay, see you guys in the next video.